What's up, family? What's up? What's up, family? This is your boy Juan J. Johnson coming at you uh, with a lone wolf firearms moment. We're going to discuss three malfunctions. Three malfunctions with your cartridge. Before I go into that, let me deal with this first. If you're interested in HQLs, uh, wear and carry, concealed carry weapons, go to lonewolffirearm at gmail.com. That's lonewolffirearm at gmail.com. Or you can go to my profile page for Lone Wolf Firearms Training. Okay. All the prices are listed there. Right now, it'll be a good day, a good time to become a responsible gun owner and user. So let's take away the excuses right now. Everybody, every responsible male and female need to be a gun user, a gun owner. And it's time to train your children, starting at the ripe age of like 7 years age, seven. Let's start with 7 or even 6. We need to be responsible for gun owners and users, and we need to know how to operate the guns. Okay, so I forgot to put inside my chat. If you want to make any size donation to the building of, I'm going to do a range, my own range, Lone Wolf Firearms ranges and training centers nationwide. You can go to $ Lone Wolf Firearm, $ on the Cash App, Lone Wolf Firearm, or you can go to Zelle, type in Lone Wolf Firearms through Zelle account. But those are, and PayPal, okay? So what I wanted to discuss with you today was, and I'm gonna split the screen with you too. I want to discuss with you cartridge malfunctions, which is your ammo malfunctions. There's quite a few people, when they're on the range, I'm seeing that they don't know what they're dealing with when they see one of their cartridges malfunction. So I want to go over some malfunctions. Let me go right here first. Go right here. So family, this is what you will be getting if you were to tune in on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, from 9 to 11 on Mondays, from 12 to 2, and from 3 to 5. This is the training, this is the teaching that you will be getting straight from the NRA handbook, because I am an NRA instructor. Be very clear about this. I certify nationwide, to be very clear. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, this is what you get. You're getting 2 hours of talking about guns, proper handling of guns, malfunctions of guns, proper training. Because again, there are a lot of people who have guns, but they're afraid of them. And there are a lot of people who have guns and don't know how to shoot. So this is what I come in. This is the service that I provide. I give you clarity. I teach you how to shoot. I teach you when to shoot. I teach you about the parts of the weapon, and I teach you about the malfunctions. So right now, let me deal with the 3 types of malfunctions. First, we got misfire, hangfire, and a squib load. So as you can see, this is a misfire. A misfire is the failure of a cartridge to ignite when the primer or case rim is struck by the firing pin. Okay. So a misfire, to understand the misfires or understand what is being said, you got to know the anatomy of the ammunition. You have the shell, you have the bullet, you have the primer, and then you have the components, the gunpowder within the shell. Let me get something. Hold on a second. You can see this. This is a dummy round. This is a dummy round. Okay? This is not real. The components of your ammunition would be the shell right here. The bullet is right there. The primer, that's the primer. That's where the firing pin strikes the primer. And the powder charge on the inside. That's your anatomy of the bullet. Again, bullet, casing, primer, and on the inside of the case is your powder. Okay. So when it says a misfire is a failure of the cartridge to ignite when the primer is struck, it's saying when that firing pin hits this primer and it does not go off, that's a misfire. So here you have a bullet or a cartridge remaining in the barrel of your gun. You know you have pulled the trigger, but the round didn't go nowhere. That would be considered a misfire. And what you do with a misfire is you don't immediately clear that gun. You keep your gun pointed downrange or just out, just in case it goes off. You want to hold it there for at least 30 seconds. Hold your gun pointing towards your target for at least 30 seconds. Okay? If nothing happens, that's a misfire. Got it? A misfire is the failure of a cartridge to ignite when the primer or case rim is struck by the firing pin. When the firing pin strikes this primer and it remains inside that barrel, it doesn't go off, that's a misfire. Okay? So wait 30 seconds, eject it, clear the round out, and do not reuse that ammo or that cartridge. Don't reuse it. That's a misfire. Okay? What is a hangfire? Your second malfunction. A hangfire is a delay in the ignition of the cartridge after the primer or rim has been struck by the firing pin. The delay may last several seconds. So the hangfire is it's so similar to the misfire, except for the hangfire is it's a delay, but it's going to fire. It's going to fire. A hangfire is a delay in the ignition. So you've pulled your trigger, the firing pin has struck the primer, and it didn't go off. But seconds later, it goes off. That's a hangfire. It's not the same as a misfire, because the misfire, it doesn't go off at all. The hangfire, maybe a couple of seconds later, it will go off. A lot of people on these ranges right now, and they're shooting, and what's happening is they don't understand that if the bullet does not go off, if the bullet does not leave the barrel, okay, then you may want to wait for a second. Don't be looking down the barrel, saying what's going on here. Keep the gun pointed down range until that hangfire delay goes off. Okay? Don't want to confuse you. So a misfire is when it doesn't fire at all. And a hangfire is when it delays, but it does fire. Okay? And your third cartridge malfunction will be the squib load. Again, this is what you will be getting on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3 times a day. Okay? A squib load is a cartridge developing less than normal pressure or velocity upon ignition, a squib load can cause a bullet to fail to exit the muzzle and lodge in the bore. So a squib load would be you have shot your weapon, all right, and it's still inside the barrel. It never exited. The last thing you want to do is reload your magazine and chamber around and shoot again. You're going to blow that gun up. You're going to blow your hands up. When you have a squib load, that means that this round is still in this barrel. It has not left. Okay? It has not exited. Okay? You need to stop firing immediately. You open the action, like I just did. Open the action and check and see. Look down that barrel and see, there it is. If you see that round in there, okay, you don't shoot this gun until you clean it or you properly get that round out of that muzzle or that barrel. Because if you decide to reload and chamber, you're going to blow it up. Okay, so look, I didn't want to be before you too long. But for all you ladies and gentlemen who are out there on that range and you're shooting, okay, and you come across a squib load or a Hangfire or a Misfire, I hope that helped you to properly deal with that situation. Okay. With that said, again, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, from 9 to 11, from 12 to 2, and from 3 to 5, I will be going over responsible gun usage, responsible firearm training, okay? And that's in lieu of me doing the HQLs, which are 4-hour classes, and the concealed carry weapons or the wear and carry, which is a 16-hour class, in lieu of the self-defense classes and the laser tactical training classes. So it's a smorgasbord of training that's available to you. You just have to take the initiative and be about the business to become trained, to become responsible gun owners and users. With that said, you just share this video, share it, go back and look at it, review it again. When you're on that range, remember this: if you're down there shooting, you pull that trigger and you know that firing pin struck that primer and that round has not left, you could have a misfire. Hold it down range for about 30 seconds. If nothing happens, clear the action. Don't use that round again. Reload. Point and shoot again. You get a hang fire. Keep that weapon down range until it goes off. That's your hang fire. With that said, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this level of instructions, you can go to the Cash App. Yes, you can. Good information shouldn't be free. Okay? So if you enjoyed the information, go to the Cash App, $ Lone Wolf Firearm. Okay? You want to be responsible gun owners and users, again, lonewolffirearm@gmail.com, or you can DM me on my regular page, or you can DM me on my Lone Wolf Firearms training page, and you can register those ways. Just contact me and we can make it happen, and we will make you a responsible gun owner and user, because there is a lone wolf in you. You just don't know it yet. With that said, remember this: it's not how much you know, family. It's how much you care. Share this video. There's another class at 12 o'clock. I want to see you in it. With that said, I am out of here with that. I'm out. Stop sharing the screen right there.